surfaced online. So these tweets from Simi were posted around 2012 to 2013 when she was much younger, I think about 23 years or 24 years. And according to her past interviews, she occasionally helped her mom at her daycare. So her mom used to run a daycare. So when Simi was yet to be a superstar, like when she was still struggling, still an up and coming artist, she used to go there once in a while to go help her mom cater to these children and everything. So as events were unfolding, she was tweeting them. And some people were saying, okay, Twitter as at that time, it wasn't X yet. So Twitter at that time was like a journal where people published things that they were doing and all of that stuff. So yes, maybe the case was for Simi. And Simi made a couple of tweets, a lot of these tweets actually. And remember Mirabelle, the lady who came out to allege that she was molested or abused in her home, and then thank God that the accusation came out to be false. Let's not even say accusation, but the claim turned out false. Why am I saying thank God? Because that would have been a horrible thing to happen to someone, right? So I'm quite happy that the whole claim of I was raped and everything turned out false, and at least she didn't accuse anyone. Imagine accusing someone. How would the person even prove their case to start with? But thank God now. And while some people are calling for Mirabelle to be apprehended, she should be made to face the law as to what she has done, even though I'm still yet to know what place of the law she's going to be held on to. Of course, the lawyers would know what clause or what parts of the law they would actually use if they want to press a case. And some people are saying, okay, maybe there might be no case because she did not particularly accuse anyone, but maybe she could be she could be petitioned based on false claim or something. But yeah, so let's move away from Mirabelle. So as Mirabelle came out to say that she was abused in her home, Simi, of course, someone who is quite vocal for the girl child and even women's rights, she's even made a couple of songs for women and everything. She came out and said, oh, stop raping women. And in the bid to advocate and stand against rape, some people started calling out Simi saying, why are you talking about only rape? What about the false accusation? Because from the way this Mirabelle's case is going, it seems like this girl might be lying. So Simi, talk about false rape accusers too. And then Simi says, no, there is no way I'm going to talk about it, because today we are talking about the rapist. We're not talking about the false accusers. And then Twitter goes agog. They're like, oh, Simi does not want to talk about the false accusations. She's only focusing on the one that concerns women. Simi does not like the men and everything. And then while we're having this conversation and everything, the next thing, people started digging to know if Simi had spoken up for the boy child in the past, or she has spoken up for the men in the past. And in the course of trying to dig that out, they started seeing some bizarre tweets where Simi was saying some things that they look really uncomfortable, if you ask me. Oh, they look really uncomfortable. From saying that a 4-year-old boy was having a crush on her, to saying that a child wants to lock lips with her and that she wants to kiss, cuddle and do all sorts. Like, the tweets are still emerging right now as we speak, a lot of them. And I must say that these tweets are not forged. You can go to her social media platform on her X account and see the tweets right there. These tweets were from Simi back from 2013, 2012, thereabout. And all of these things, everyone is like, okay, Simi, what do you mean? Like, how come you are tweeting all of these things? But Simi, in her defense, responded in a lengthy statement on social media, on X particularly, where she noted that there was no iota of perversion in her tweet. She maintained that the tweets were completely innocent. They were just her observations rather, of what she termed as mischievous and cute behavior from children, and it was not rooted in perversion. And she said, I was just 23, I was naive, I was not even famous at that time, I was just a girl who was helping her mom in her daycare and stuff like that. And that, even though her team has been deleting some tweets because the tweets are sensitive to her family and everything. But Simi did not outrightly apologize or even admit that the context or the tone of these tweets, where she was insinuating that a 4-year-old boy was having a crush on her and wanted to lock lips with her. She did not come out to apologize. And the truth of the matter is, what would the case be if a man made the same tweets? Imagine us going to Wizkid's accounts and now seeing a case where Wizkid will say, Omo, I just passed in this primary school to go and see my old teacher and see this girl, this 15-year-old girl, like, you need to see her all formed and everything. Do you see, even me that I'm saying it, do you see how uncomfortable I am? So imagine that Wizkid tweeted something like that. What would be the reaction? Now let's also take it back and compare it to last year, where Nigerian tech guru Israel Olubi, his tweets surfaced after his ex-girlfriend came out calling him out and everything over money that she owed him and all of that. And according to the gist, Israel gave his ex-girlfriend money, right? And when it was time to pay back, the girl was aggrieved and she was angry that the person, they were having this kind of relationship that maybe people of the world, you may not understand, but a relationship where a man and a woman come together to bring another woman. They call it a polycule. To bring another woman. So the two women are aware. They are not married per se, but they are aware, so they can have their own relations with different partners and everything. But that's not the focus of the talk. But so the woman felt aggrieved because the woman she brought and introduced to Israel was now becoming Israel's favorite. And she was like, I'm the one that introduced this babe to this group now. So how come you're now all over the babe and stuff? So it was more like she was conned. And when Israel said, okay, oh yeah, pay me my dollars that you owe me, the girl was upset. The lady was upset. And then she came all out and started exposing Israel, saying, oh, Israel Luby has tweets where he's making out with his cat, he's doing this. Now people started digging, and that is where they saw some sexually explicit jokes, some crude humor about, you know, his co-workers, making out with his co-workers, or some deeply disturbing tweets about having something to do with his cat, his dog and stuff. And guess what? Simi has similar tweets as well. Like, there's one tweet where she even mentioned a cow and stuff like that. Honestly, like, I don't even know where to start from. But the tweets are a lot. And like I said, go to her ex account. They are deleting a lot of them, but there are still some that you might see there. And in Israel Luby's case, people were saying, suspend him from Paystack. That guy should be sacked. That guy should be sacked. And the first thing that Israel did was, I think he apologized and then he deactivated from X. He's no longer on X as we speak. And a lot of people came for this guy and all of that. And even the company that he co-founded relieved him of his position. They took him down and said, look, nobody's above the law here. And now from Simi, apart from the fact that Simi has not come out to clearly apologize to Nigerians or even give a statement that points to the fact that, okay, I was young. I honestly didn't know the consequences of what I was doing. Let's even admit that there was nothing like that, right? I didn't know what I was doing. I was just a girl who saw that what these children were doing were cute. Even though me, I'm saying I don't believe it, but yeah. Like, what these children were doing were cute and stuff like that. So I was just tweeting. It was more like a journal. I was journaling my experience while I was taking care of the children in my mother's daycare. Maybe that takes a bit of accountability. And I think in this world, once you apologize, the same way with our politicians, when they come out and say, forgive me, I'm not in this party, everything is forgiven, isn't it? So she would have gotten a softer landing, I guess. But Simi doubled down. She said, I beg, is it only because of these tweets that you people are making noise and stuff? Like, that was what her statement said indirectly. And now Nigerians are saying that, is this a case of double standards? Would a man get the same leverage as Simi has gotten? Imagine a Davido making a tweet from years ago saying that a 4-year-old girl wanted to lock lips with him. What would be the reaction? Let's hear from you this morning right here on Eagles FM Abuja. Connect with us to be a part of the show. Do you really think that society gets to shift the standards when it comes to these sensitive issues involving men? Now, some people are saying that if you take an account of men who were boys back in the day, a lot of them, their first idea of intimacy or sexuality was not really the right way. Most of them were abused. Most of them were molested. Well, I do not have like a cogent statistics to back this up, but from what I've seen and from what a lot of guys have said, they've had one or two adults abuse them and all of that stuff. And the thing is, when a man talks about it, they'll be like, oh, even the man himself, he's already been conditioned by society to see that, but you are a man now, you enjoyed it. Why is it that a man gets to enjoy abuse? We think that a man enjoys abuse, but it's not the same way when it's the girl child involved. I'm a girl's girl. Yes, you might want to call me a feminist, but let's look at this way, right? As much as we are advocating for the girl child, it's also important that we talk about the challenges of the boy child, because we cannot create a safe space for the girls if the boys do not feel safe. Because for me, I think that, yeah, this might be like one of the reasons or factors. If the boy child feels left out, what is the next thing he's going to do? He's going to take a revenge on the girl child. And this is not me trying to justify anything or any harm that comes to the girl child, right? There is no justification. But I'm saying that when we fail to pay attention to the boy child, we neglect the boy child, we focus a lot on the girl child, and at the end of the day, the boy child is left to sort life by himself. So whatever information or whatever orientation he gets to have, he believes that, oh, it's okay to rape a girl, it's okay to tease a girl even when she's not comfortable, it's okay to harm a girl child. Because why not? I was abandoned, she was the one that was given all of the attention. And that is why in the average African family, I dare say that when the boy child is out and the girl child is out, they will more be concerned about the girl child. They'll be like, don't worry, he's going to come back. But the girl child has to, like, she's giving more attention. And yes, I know that when it comes to rights and when it comes to projecting, should I say, the equal access for the girl child, we still have a long way to go. But let's also look at it from the side of protection and discipline. As much as the girl child is unsafe, what about the boy child? These are some of the questions that I really want us to answer today. Let's talk about this here on Eagles FM Abuja. Why is it that it seems like there seems to be some double standards when it comes to the boy child and the girl child in this situation? Like I said, Israel Olubi lost his position at Paystack. But right now, Simi is a brand ambassador. I am not saying they should strip her off of anything, but at least the first step is accountability, right? And I remember somebody, when their adult tape came out, they stripped them of all their brand endorsement. Yes, that woman was stripped of all her brand endorsement because of the adult video that came out. So let's hear from you. Even a Nigerian singer here, a Nigerian music duo, they lost their endorsement because of the issues they were having in their family. So I think that this is timely and we should talk about it. Yes, the phone line is ringing. Connect with us on Eagles FM. We're ready to take your calls. 090-9705-4450 or 090-9705-4450. Connect with us this morning to be a part of the show right here on Eagles FM Abuja. Let's hear from you. Imagine Nigerian singer Davido, Burna Boy, or even Wizkid making a tweet like a 4-year-old girl has a crush on them, or a 4-year-old girl wants to lock lips with them or put hand inside their shirt. Is this really going to be excused? Are we dealing with double standards here? Let's hear from you this morning. Connect with us on Eagles FM Abuja, your number one radio experience you can always count on. You can also send us a message on WhatsApp on 090-9705-4450, or you can call the number 090-7353-0044. Well, keep listening to Eagles FM. Let's go pay some bills, and when we come back, we'll pick your calls right here on the show. It is still the open banter.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Hey, how is business going?
Much better now. Actually, I'm working with Eagles FM's business development team.
Really? What are they doing for you?
They are helping me promote my brand, radio, campaign planning, even ideas I hadn't thought of.
Nice. But isn't it expensive?
Not at all. They work with your budget. They just want to help your business grow.
And it's working for you?
Definitely. I've already started getting more calls. People are talking about the brand now. It's making a difference.
That sounds good. I've been looking for something like this.
Then don't wait. Call Isaac on 081 5791 7278. 081 5791 7278 or Solomon on 080 5919 8658. 080 5919 8658.
I'll do that today. I like that they actually help you plan, not just sell airtime.
Exactly. They listen, they guide you, and they care about results.
Alright, thanks for the info. I'm calling them after this.
Eagles FM 102.3. Let's grow your business.
Performers Night! Feel the vibe tonight! It's Performers Night live in Abuja. Performers Night, a night of music, dance, comedy and party till fade, featuring you, finest entertainment up and coming talents. Are you a performer? What is your craft? Is it singing, dancing, stand-up or situation comedy? Performers Night is a great opportunity for you to showcase your talent and party with the best DJs in the land. Performers Night happening live at Celebrity Fish and Suya, number 20 Chelsea Chibuzo Street, Maitama, Abuja on Saturday, 7th March 2026 by 7 p.m. Special appearances by Niger A-list artists and legends. To perform, call 081 657 88118, 080 2345 1574. Media partner Eagles FM. Performers Night, a night to perform and party. Produced by Moses Ajodun, endorsed by P-Man.
No offense to the commercials. It's just that we want to see other audio.
Eagles 102.3.
Alright, still Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, and today we're looking at the fact that Simi's old tweets have resurfaced and the backlash, or should I say the reactions, are getting quite intense about, should I say, the way that the tweets are coming out. And this can be compared to what happened with a Nigerian tech guru, Israel Olubi, when his old tweets surfaced last year. Let's hear from you this morning right here on Eagles FM. What is your opinion on this? Now, do you really think that this is a case of double standards when it comes to men and women? Okay, we've got some messages here. Okay, Uche is a girl, that is Uche Mary Okoli, says, I think with the whole Simi's old tweets that have resurfaced and how it has been handled by the public, we can all finally tell ourselves the truth. And the truth is, the world is not fair to men. I remember how Israel became popular here a few months ago. All he did was ask for his money that Maki borrowed from him. Instead of paying back, she came out to reveal the dark side of Israel. No one asked her, but she did it, gained sympathy, and Israel lost his company. But of course, she paid him back his money. My point is that the world did not even give Israel a chance to tell us the reason why he had those weird fantasies. Everyone came for Israel with their touch and access. Now, look at how Simi's issue is being handled. All of a sudden, people are making excuses for her. Some are even saying that she bought the account, even after she came out and admitted she wrote those tweets. People are still making excuses for her. This clearly shows you that the world is not fair to men, period. Men don't get to explain themselves. They are guilty first, and then it takes the grace of God for them to be proven innocent by the public, even when we know that they are innocent. Our society is not fair to the male gender, and it makes me sick to my stomach. Yes, so now this is talking about false rape accusations alongside the double standard. Yes, now rape continues to remain a very serious issue in our society, and any reasonable person must or should frown against it. But let's also look at some of the cases we have even in our world, where famous people who have been previously falsely accused. Even when they were cleared of these charges, their lives never remained the same. Let's be honest. People in the football world can relate to what I'm talking about. And right now, Achraf Hakimi is also going through his moment. A woman from 2023 said, "Oh, you raped me." And do you know that right now they are asking the woman, "Can you bring evidence? Like, can you come forward and tender your evidence, give a statement to prove that this is what really happened?" The woman is refusing to tender evidence, but guess what? The court has ordered that this man should stand trial. So what exactly is he standing trial for? If the woman cannot actually give her own statement of account or give her account of what happened, well, Hakimi has admitted that yes, the thing that happened between me and her, we just kissed and all of that stuff. But yes, let's talk about it. What is your opinion as regards this? 09097054450, the number to connect with us right here on Eagles FM Abuja. Okay, now still picking some of your tweets here on X. Okay, this one is from Shola. It's Shola. He says, "Quick reminder, just because we are aggressively fighting against rape accusations doesn't mean you should go around raping women. If we catch you, we'll bring you down with the same energy." Okay, that is what Shola is saying. Now still picking some here. Okay, gender studies for men. John Davis says, "Simi is a Nigerian." Oh, okay. Now it seems like Simi's matter has gone to the US. It's already on US Twitter, US. Okay, this person says this: Simi is a Nigerian singer. When she was 23, she was grooming a 4-year-old boy to touch her inappropriately, and she's trying to claim that it was the fault of the 4-year-old boy because he sexually wanted to touch her. She's a pedo. Okay. Well, now remember, there is also a part where back then when she made that tweet, someone told her that Simi, Nigeria has a child rights act, and this thing you're doing, let the parents not catch you. Guess what Simi responded? She said about the child that sexually abused her. So it means that she was well aware, even when they told her that, "Simi, this thing you're saying," as a back then, they told her, "Simi, this thing you're saying, it is wrong." She said, "But it is the child that is the fault. How does a child sexually abuse you? Please let me have an idea about this." Okay, well, it is what it is. Now let's see here. Let's see if we have more tweets to take. Yes, now to bring another context to this, Nigerians are calling the National Agency for Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons out over their statement that they've given. So the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP, said yesterday that if you have any proof or evidence of what is going on or the allegations involving the daycare, they did not mention specifically that Simi's mother's daycare, but they just said like that because people called them out. They said if you have any proof or evidence, you should come forward for investigation. And also people are calling them out that Speed Darlington did not get the same grace. Remember, Speed Darlington had made a video where he admitted on camera that he had something to do with a girl who was a minor or something like that, and immediately NAPTIP published his picture saying that he's been declared wanted. Of course it was the right thing to do, but why is it that even when Simi has come out to admit that, look, I knew what I was doing, the only thing is that the children were being mischievous, and that was why I published all of that? Why is it that NAPTIP is not mentioning Simi's name? And why is it that they did not come out very categorically clear to mention it? Well, Nigerians are calling them out for double standards. Let's see. This one is Iche Onodugo. He says, NAPTIP, what evidence did you receive when Speedy goofed? None. Yet you declared him wanted. Okay. Oh, all right. Now this one is Akoni of Oyo from Justice for a forced rape accuser to being investigated by NAPTIP. What's going on with Simi now? Someone says her soap don't expire. Let's see another comment right here. Okay, Film Alex says Simi's career is at stake right now. She should have apologized. Okay, Life of Is Trade says just a simple apology that could prevent people from going deeper into your life. But women, they think they are all that, and the world revolves around them. Okay. Now, still picking more comments right here on X. Let's see. Okay, a lot of comments actually. Now, Shola again says, Simi believes we are not to ask questions before we verify accusations. Whatever a victim says, we accept it for the truth. So going by her logic, I believe him. Okay, yeah, so this is because there's another young lady that came out to accuse a student, her fellow student, of rape. And she's come out to say, look, this guy, David, did not rape me, or I was only lying. And now David is pressing charges against the said lady. And the lady is now begging. She's come with her family and everybody to apologize and all of that stuff. And David is saying, no, I am filing a restraining order. Don't come close to me. Don't come close to my family. Let's go to court. So please, rape is a very sensitive issue, and it's important that we must adhere to the right thing to do. Please do not come out to accuse someone falsely. If you have been raped, of course you have the right to come out and let people know about it. And the society, it is right that the society does the needful to protect the girl child, but at the same time, let's also consider other people's emotions and other people's career as well. Do not come out to accuse someone falsely if they did not rape you. Please do not do that. When it's consensual and you ended up regretting it, do not go back and say that this person raped you. Please do not do that. And I'm hoping that God will help us all to do the needful as we continue to build a better society. My name is Cassandra Unime. Keep listening to Eagles FM Abuja.
No AC? No problem. We're cooling you down with the freshest hits.
Eagles